Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Comp Heroes 2 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the blue Soviets got Martian. Spawn as the yellow US ally got Nimahfrosch. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Spawn top right side as the magenta Wehrmacht player. We got Big Bitching Bitch, which you probably won't see that in the YouTube thumbnail or title. And as well as the red OKW player, we got elpern. We do have immediate doctrine lock-in. We do have recon support company, a pretty rare doctrine to see. It's a good doctrine. Looks like Wire just got cancelled there. For the other player, for his teammate, we could see defensive community tactics, guard motor coordination tactics, or mechanized support tactics. Three pretty common doctrines.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Wehrmacht, we have Jaeger infantry, we got Jaeger armor, and we got Spearhead, three very common doctrines. And for the OKW player, we got Elite Armor, Overwatch, and of course, Fortifications doctrine. Fortifications is probably the rarest of all the doctrines that have not been selected. I always try to have fun with other doctrines though. Got some MG42 by the Wehrmacht player with some Grenadiers, with probably more Grenadiers on the way. He does have the increased with extreme difficulty bulletin for his Grenadiers. Conscripts push away forward. Grenadiers capture the field sector. Engineers behind them. Over here, you have looks like Nimahfrosch does go down. Conscripts engaging the Sturm Pioneers. Sturm Pioneers are getting hit by multiple squads. IR Pathfinders have only one scope rifle, as opposed to the regular Pathfinder squads too. Of course, they have some bunch of fun abilities, like the artillery barrage, which drops pretty quickly. And of course, got the decoy barrage. Conscripts pushing along the flank. Pioneers actually getting some decent damage done. MG42 hitting the conscripts, forcing them down. Does get out of range and packs up the MG42. And got a US mortar in the field. I do not like the US mortar. Conscripts have recovered from suppression. We need to keep on running. US mortar, barraging. Last known location of the MG42, which is simply incorrect. He is given a stop order command. So he's doing a good job of microing the mortar, just microing a little bit off. Conscripts do fall back there. Pathfinders and reactional squad here. Mortars raining on in. M42 hitting this combat engineer, forcing him down. I think the US player is going for captain. The recon support doctrine does give you alternative to the Stewart, plus 4 command points.
Weapon rack is now accessible.
The US player can now bring in some bars, so may see some IR Pathfinders, bar finders, IR bar finders, if you will. Conscripts get inside this garrison. 3-1 side is not great, but if he's getting surrounded from multiple directions, start firing away. Pops on this side there, allows him to do a bit of a 1v1 there. MG42 is also in radius. This conscript squad will be overran. The sword player has a bit of manpower thrown up. He has all of his doctrines have 2 command point units, but needs 3/4 more command points. So a bit far away. He could build tier 1 or tier 2. The command point costs us what? It's a little over 1,000 experience. And you get 1 experience point for every for the value of an individual model. Or building a structure gives you that much experience as well for all the total resources combined. Your manpower equaled by 1. So putting out another structure like tier 2 or tier 1, which will give you what? 200 something experience. And that would be enough to get his next command point. Engineers flanking the MG42 does force them both back. Very nice. Got a double capture of VPs in favor of the Axis players, one being neutralized up north. And the allies do have the northern fuel point. The southern fuel point is axis control, but can be flipped quite easily. Grenadiers here. Too fresh to the field, now pulling the field by Magenta.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines. The bunker is now a field hospital.
Rocket grenade fired.
Our opponents are seizing the sector. The sector has been
And the
cut
Grenadiers
off.
now falling back. 2-2 nailing the conscripts. We probably don't have AT grenades available. It's being researched. This conscript's getting hit pretty hard there. He does have a squad of guards. He does have selected the guard motor coordination tactics by either squad of guards because that 2-2's on the field, rather than going for a community defensive doctrine. The ISU 152 doctrine may have been a little bit better, though this doctrine does give you access to 150 million mortars, which is not bad as well. AT grenade being casted. Conscript squad does fall back there. This one does take a bit of damage. Guards push forward. We've just got up to DPs. And we got the last doctrine selected as well. We do have the Jaeger armor as well as the elite armor. Rifle grenade fire does avoid it.
Mortar team has arrived.
Mortar trying to hit that Volks Grenadiers. I believe it is a mortar barrage. Rifleman squad gets a good heavy cover. You got the lieutenant inside the garrison now. Lieutenant, sorry, wrong Company Heroes game. Good AT shot there on the 2-2-1. Does avoid the other shot there. Blue is taking the heavy cover there. We do have now the Distant 2 pursuing the rifle squad, trying to get wiped there. Be a nice wipe if you can get it. But he does not. And when he's going to try and set on up, he has taken a fair amount of damage. This will not kill him if it connects. But pretty close. Captain should be able to finish off. He has bar, does take it out there. He also, his teammate Watson did. The captain had both his bar and the Thompson up and going, so that was a decent amount of firepower. And the bar does have greater than 1 armor penetration. Grenadiers pushing way forward, trying to get some rounds on that combat engineer. 120 millimeter mortar brought up by the Soviet player. Rifle grenade, flanking, stacked up, easy wipe. Another constant squad? I would say nah. Go save for another guards. Guards will be a lot more valuable than conscripts. Or another 120 millimeter mortar. I mean, squad of guards costs, they're a bit expensive. 360, conscripts are 240, so effectively add 50% costing more. But I think it's well worth the price. He does cancel that conscript squad, and I think he's teching up. Going for a tech up instead. You have now the guards firing away, finds the 2-2-1, and is tapping it. Conscripts and guards to fall back. Got Grenadiers here. I think the conscript squad may get wiped on out there. Good chance, yeah.
A squad of infantry has been killed.
Guards will likely not get wiped out. Does fall back there.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Conscript squad does fall back.
I miss playing games. I used to waste hours to stay up all night.
We do now have the Reconnaissance Overflight, one of my favorite abilities in the entire game, of the mere and meager Recon Overflight, because it's such a good ability. And also, particularly since Jaeger armor doesn't have any sort of massive munition sink, This is a very valuable asset. Though it does have a bit of overlapping role with the spotting scope. We got Thompson paratroopers on the field. Relatively rare asset to see. Soon the MG34 takes good damage there. Got the 223 here. We got how the Shroom Pioneers are nice and close. Maybe a messy fight for both sides. Thompsons will have very good DPS, but so do Shroom Pioneers. The first, ooh, and there's the wipe there. 12 centimeter, no, 120 millimeter mortar. It just feels like a tongue twister. Try saying 120 millimeter. It really does sound like it is a bit of a tongue twister. Good hit there. Grenadiers force back. Conscripts aimed for a AT grenade. 7-man squad upgraded. Greyhound now blowing the field. Good hits there. Historically, the Greyhound actually did have a stabilizer. A lot of things, people got a lot of things inconsistent when it comes to stabilizers in this game, the developers. I think the Chromo technically has a stabilizer in this game, which is completely historical inaccurate. You have the raid tactics to decapture the fuel sector, very nice. It's a pretty rare ability to see even for this doctrine. And Sherman's did have a stabilizer, or at least many models did. Problem is, it was also sort of classified, so they never told a lot of tank crews how that fact there was a stabilizer they had to manage to maintain. So technically Sherman's did have a stabilizer, but also they didn't due to a lack of maintenance. Fun facts. Oop, good 150mm mortar shot there. Splashes the 223. Greyhound trying to capture the VP now. You have the guards bracing dirt. Rifle grenade there, but since he's in heavy cover, he takes less damage. Ironic, this fact that grenades are supposed to clear out cover is also less effective versus cover. Let's look at the guards there. There's a reason why my mod I sort of reworked grenades so they actually are a bit more effective versus cover and a bit more generally useful, but also less lethal. Friends firing behind, sort of in front of like cover there. Conscripts moving around. Greyhound firing. Bit of damage there. Got the rifle squad and captain firing away. Up here we do have now the MG getting flanked and mortared. Very nice. No response, does retreat back there. Pioneers got to that point. Greyhound cruising around. And he has actually dismounted. Only minimal damage there. Good hit there onto the Grenadiers. Good shot there on the conscripts. Our squad and captain. Straight forward. Multiple folks here. Do have now the IR Pathfinders getting hit pretty hard there. I wonder if they are IR bar finders. Doesn't look like it though. Greyhound does take a hit there. Grenadiers over there. Is this gun pushing around? Got the flame engineers pushing forward. Good hit there. 223 pushing up north with the rear shell squad there. Lieutenant, Mr. Lou. Gave him some cover, heavy cover. Folks trying to fall back. They took a bit of damage there. Kind of may want to fall back as well, but he's trying to hit the Greyhound. Nope. Looks like the 223 has gone down. We also got a fighting position here. Molotov burns the Pioneers. Grenadier and MG42 sitting on up. Got a good hit. This lieutenant does fall back. Now we've got T-2485 on the field. East Mountain Smoke. Got 2 Pack 40s for the austere part of defend with. Rifleman and Captain straight forward. MG34 firing away. Does suppress down the Rifleman. And AoE suppresses the Captain.
Supply half-track is ready for order.
Press SWS half-track pulling field. Looks like Red is eyeing for the King Tiger. He also have a Panzer IV on the build queue, so he's not rushing the King Tiger, just going for it in the future. Plus, the mechanized HQ is always good for repairs. More mortars running in from both sides.
A gun crew has been lost.
Looks like T-35 has been, or the Greyhound has decrewed the kind of whipper. It's actually going to take time to destroy the Greyhound. Not successfully, mind you. We now have a field reactor there. Heat rounds, looks like. 18 Grenade connects onto the Panzer IV, but won't get the engine crit. It looks like the Cannon Warfare is getting struck there. Shroom Pioneers maybe want to pick up that weapon. They do. Until 50-mile fire away gets the aircraft. S4 gets good pen onto the Greyhound. Mostly forced by the ground there. Roll cells miss. This gun, or not this gun, but can refer siege down the fighting position. S4 going backward. He's forced on the ground. Does receive a bounce. Has not retargeted. Still forced on the ground. That's a big mistake there. Got Panzer artillery being utilized. He's going to get on out there. Not a reverse move, just a general move. Does sidesteps it and gets splashed, but nothing more there. Ram position's gone down. Got the various axis infantry right here. And 182 infantry set on up. Of course, got this line side block there, caused some issues. MG34 here. IR Pathfinders continuing some artillery on top of him. Though it doesn't have enough munitions. Maybe decoy barrage would be a good idea. Great shot there. Drops the bar. Greyhound firing away from the flank. Everything falling back to the region. Panzer IV has taken some damage, nothing too significant at the moment. On the right side, T-85 advancing conscripts and guards covering these sectors.
Territory secured.
So those guards took a pretty good hit there. Good shot there. Got a burn bar with a mark target onto it. Damage there, good shot there onto the T-485.
Supply sector under attack.
Let's take up the guns there. Good high explosive shots there. Captain Rifle Squad trip forward. Good high explosive round there. Does 8 mortar. Turnpike is loaded with high explosive. M1AT guns. Roll some misses there. Oh, here, burn bar falling back. Needs some repairs. T4 85 receives repairs. Conscripts also need some repairs. And Magenta's going for Panzerwerfer. Maybe going to just save fuel for a elephant. Not sure how effective a Panzerwerfer will be. Panzer does take a bit of damage there from this gun. Barbars pushing on top, pushing towards that gun with a nice smoke barrage there. Force fires. Great hit there on the guards. Lieutenant firing away along with some Russian squad who's currently Russian C2. Great mortar hit there on those Volks. He needs to fall back to that squad. Does. Here's some pack gun shots. This is the 1845. Does take some hits there. And receive a miss there. Good hit there.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory. Rocket launcher on the field.
Good hit there. Molotov thrown on top of the Shun Pioneers. Good shot there onto the conscripts. Grand Zone, Panzerwerfer barrage, close range Panzerwerfer barrage. There's a capture number 2 there. Oh, some damage, could have been far worse though. Future barrage for retaliation. Nailing the pack 40s quite nicely. It's a bit of a close range, close to medium range. Definitely longer than the Panzerwerfer barrage, but honestly a little bit more effective. Another recon overflight being deployed in the field, very nice. And Red's not going for a Stukas Fus. I was thinking King Tiger, he's going to be iron, but it does go Stukas Fus. Good damage on that Volksgrenadiers. Ooh, good hit there. Pack houses show very little mercy. Volksgrenadiers looks like we'll go down this pack houser shot. There's the Panzer Fort. Brumbar nails the T485. The Panzer Fort is plugged in. We see the bounce there. Howdy. And misses there. Does get crits. See the hits there. He's hit that T45 and Brumbar gets it abandoned. With smoke there. He's going to force fire the ground. He can always use the bunker buster. He's got to see one. Forces to fire the shot there. Takes out the carcass there, but the Brumbar may go down.
Elephant tank destroyer is ready to be deployed.
The Brumbar is going to fall back now. Got big damage onto the Pack 40. And the Sherman tank does finish off the Brumbar there. Pack 40 getting kicked by the guards. Got Fus barrage over here. Rolls and miss though. We'll see us trying to hit these M1AT guns perhaps. Panzerwerfer getting some repairs now. Magenta still has the Panzerwerfer, who actually did receive a shot somewhere. Main gun destroyed crit. Not sure where you received that.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Bit of fire there. Grenadiers now firing away. Sherman tank does get a good hit there. And got the Panzerwerfer barrage running on in. Guards engaging. Got the
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
falling back. Sherman tank here, slightly damaged. Down south, got the Grenadiers getting hit. Here, Panzerwerfer barrage. Way over here.
Tank support
A little bit scatterous. Not a lot of work done there. Anti-warfers are really hit or miss. Sometimes they're excellent, sometimes they're not great. We could see a satchel charge by the Pioneers. Oop, there's a rifle grenade and good mortar there. Wipes the captured MG42. Could throw a satchel charge on top of the MG. Doesn't throw a satchel charge. Make it wiped out. No satchel charge there. Rifle grenade fired. Nails the gunner. Grenadiers rip apart all those squads. Takes them MG42 again. Conscript squad may get wiped out here. Does get wiped out there. And also going to try to re-secure up the MG42. Folks Grenadiers engaging the Zis gun, breaking it apart. Got the rifleman and captain there.
Enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
Our Pathfinder still alive. Sherman tank 54. This is a fresh Sherman tank. There's a good high explosive shot there. Panzer 4 in the radius. And we do now have a Zis gun or a super design for a barrage. The war from half track hits. Nailing indirects. Ooh, almost got the repairing vehicle crew. That could have been horrible for the US player. Sherman tank casting some fire. We're seeing some repairs. Rock squad falls back with 0% health remaining. British barrage seeing these pack 40s. Nails one pretty good, but looks like they will survive the rest. Grenadiers heading down south. T-3485 gains a good shots on the Pioneers. Good Cap 40 shot there. Panzer War for barrage, hitting 150mm mortar. Two of his models actually way up there. Got a quad half track there. Those can have shot down 3 of the reconnaissance aircrafts. Nope, just 2 of them.
The enemy still has 300 points.
And this guy could go down, this individual guy there, but he's falling back the squad entirely. Sherman tanks patrolling around the flank. One load of high explosive, both a load of high explosives. Pack 40 connects in the Sherman tank. Red's pushing up north as the Obsassin do not get fully reinforced. Red is low on manpower. As Panzer 4 going for another Volcanic Warfare. I think against all the Sherman tanks, I think a Gag Panzer would be quite nice, especially with the heat rounds, though right now fuel's an issue for him. Oh, close range position barrage. Nails the MG. Grenadiers will likely get wiped on out. Yep. MG may get wiped on out as well. I think the gun may be almost destroyed as well.
An anti-tank gun has taken the field.
Yep, the gun got destroyed as well. Fuel silo exploded.
Achieved veterancy level.
Just like it was a sugar silo. Good amount of damage on the Grenadiers. And this guards and Grenadiers here are equipped with double LMG as well, so they're very, very strong. As well for barrage reading somewhere. Right there. So complete whiff. Guard Grenadiers to fall back there. Pioneers to move forward. Conscripts should be able to win out this fight. All depends about this shot there. Good hit there on those conscripts. And the T-45 forced back the Pioneers while the T-45 gets double tapped. Up here, Okada Panzer 454 almost versus C3. Receive the pen there. And there. Both these AT guns are now versus C3, bringing some Panzer artillery. Almost took out the Panzer 4.
We're losing a capture point.
Avoids the barrage, very nice. Those AT guns are hyper lethal right now. And we've got some major artillery being brought on in. Looks like the allies will get double capture in their favor. Looks like this squad does fall back. Alex players down 257 tickets versus the allies 336. And we've got some pack house of high explosive heat rounds. Good shots there on the Bolts Grenadiers. Nimahfrosch hitting, splitting their priority, hitting multiple targets. Good hits there. This shrimp tank will escape on out of there, and looks like they both escape on out of there. Grenadiers engage with conscripts. I do hear the T-4 76 support in the field. Comes for a nice little flank. Going to use a fuel silo as cover. T-4 85 taking some hits there. Additional rocket barrage gains some good hits across multiple targets. Of course, M16 starts pushing forward. Right now it's just idle. There's that one pack 40s, the other one is severely wounded. Panzerfaust hit, but it's out of range. Massive hit there on the guards. Serious Super Barrage. Another miss there with the Super. He's not been getting good hits with them. It's only 6 kills at the moment. That's not great. This gun here. Crush one. And here comes the T to the 476. One AT gun does get destroyed, the other one is still alive, but barely. The gun itself has plenty of health. The crew members, not so much. Fall back, get some healing from the bunker, I would say. Dishka, or 50 cal does fall back there. Sherman tank's getting nice repair and up. He has plenty of fuel for more Sherman tanks. I do like mass Sherman tanks.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
As well, barrage misses. Maybe not. I say there's a different or same guard squad, but I see 5 models there that maybe a fresh guard squad just got wiped out there. Because the other one's fully reinforced. Maybe that's just a pile of corpses. Not sure.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Captain Lieutenant straight forward. Right there, the lieutenant. Looks like the captain does drop the bar. And the Obersassen does pick up that bar. T-485 took some damage there. Guards do brace dirt. Burn bar could pick them off by running them over. Right there in the conscript with the burn bar. Katusha pushing way forward, way too far forward. Going for a hyper double shot there. There's T-485 or 76 there. Misses the Panzerwerfer. Katusha misses the Pack 40. Takes out the Panzerwerfer, but not entirely. Burnbar hitting T-476. Takes out the Panzerwerfer. Needs to run with the T-476. But now it's basically done. And Burnbar finishes it off.
Suffering vehicle losses.
Katusha stays alive. Sherman tank advancing. Ice rounds loaded. I'm not sure where the... Okay, yeah, the Panzer IV went down right there, looks like. Odd to the AT guns. The AT guns are very vetted. 3 vehicles destroyed. 0 vehicles destroyed. Red can bring in Storm targets if he wants. He has all the structures and probably get to the fuel stored enough, so maybe King Tiger. Scott in the field. Good Scott. Sherman tank throws the high explosive round into the trench. Cars take some fire there, bracing dirt. The dirt's definitely very soft with all the explosives. They just got even softer right underneath them. And got a bunker buster there by the burn bar. T-485 firing away. T-476 force is destroyed. He has plenty of fuel for many different assets. Goes up towards So player to select one. I would understand no T485 or T476. I just don't want to see S285 right now. I'm only fighting against a single Bombard, which he doesn't. He's been doing decent well versus them. And he doesn't have too much infantry left for the Bombard to actually hit. I just point out assets that won't be hit by the Bombard. You can counter the Bombard. There's a first barraging. So get rained over here. Got some decent hits there. Another T485 with the go to. Future barrage misses the Pack 40 once again. This gun barrage as well. Bar needs some repairs. Sherm tank throws some smoke on top of the Pack 40, very nice. Good armor piercing hit there. Car does fire turn on, get hit by the backline but can whiffer, and the Sherm tank goes down, but actually gets abandoned. Guards could take time to finish off. Sturm Pioneers try to get some repairs. Throws a grenade. Don't think that'll kill the Sherm tank. You're trying to hit the Sturm Pioneers. Braces dirt. Needs to retarget towards the T-34. 82 or a Sturm tank. Looks like this gun does take it out. Red's King Tiger now deployed onto the field. The Axis players have 115 tickets and double capture against them. Potentially triple, but the 50 cal is going over that sector. Mass Sherman can be effective versus the King Tiger. Jackson's be a bit more reliable. The Okinawa player is also lacking manpower, so actually taking out the infantry is another good way to stop Red. Because the King Tiger needs infantry support. That's actually one way that people could always realize they can defeat the tanks. By killing off everything else, tanks will be left unsupported and they will have a bit of trouble. Then your AT guns could just simply rip apart the vehicles and start entering the range. Got double Sable, double take aim, pen bounce, and do their high rate of fire. They just fire really quickly. Conscripts getting suppressed. Took Sufus Barrage, I think it's going to be raining over here. Nails the AT guns, only gets one model each. It's the mortar. That's actually mine lost. I'm sort of surprised I think they stayed alive. There goes the 50 cal to the Brumbar, who's now pushes it too, so that's armor skirts. Good damage there. Good pens onto the T-485. Double pack one for 4. Got a Bearmark Panther, so no elephant. The T-485 does go down. T-485 on the flank, get some pens there. But now the pack 4 is rotating around. We'll make short work of the T-485. King Tiger free forward, we have heat rounds activated. As you recognize the US player as being very cold. Good shot there. I mean, there is a bunch of flurries come down, so the heat rounds will keep them nice and warm. As well as adrenaline. Focus Rangers do get forced back there. You take Grab Grenade. I don't think it was an engine crit on the King Tiger. This player is lacking a little bit low munitions. It's probably better to go for tank aim rather than going for saber rounds, in my opinion. US players Jackson's now on the field. Suksafus Barrage running on in.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
Could have been worse. Does decrew the Pack 30, or not Pack 38, Pack Hauser. T-45 taking some hits there, many hits there. Is this going to pick good shots there? There goes the T-485. The barrage here, got a mark target onto the Panther. I think one more pen is done for. Panther goes down. Pack 40 gets the crew, one does get fully destroyed. Brumbar taking a bit of a beating there. No mental mount. Good pen there on the Pack 40. Pack 40 does get full destroyed there. The Vermin player's lacking AT, but Blue's lacking armored asses to fight the trees, so the Vermin player not having AT at this moment is not a big problem. King Tiger's trying to destroy the mortar. Bar's falling back, needs better repairs from the Pioneer. Got the guards here, Gren's push way forward. Got some artillery being rained on in from the King Tiger. Jackson gets a pen there on the King Tiger. Good pens there. Here's what the cannon with her. King Tiger falling back. Accelerates on the 52 tickets. Got a booby trap there.
We are suffering heavy losses. 50 points remain.
Grenadiers heading towards the VP and the fuel sector. The Axis players actually do still require fuel. The Allies have a bit of fuel reserve. They can always use more fuel, particularly the Soviet player. Brumbar taking a beating. Conscripts unvetted, being reported by the LMG Grens. Got the quad half track trying to protect the VP. Got a neutral capture moment as well. Presses down the Grenadiers. 120mm mortar gets good hit there onto the Grenadiers. The guards will be trying to secure up the VP. Could brace dirt. The dirt's very abrasive. And does go and brace dirt there, but does knock him out of the VP. Though it's still reverting back, so it's not critical that he's on top of this exactly. Good hit there on the Volks, or Obsteratzen. Scott Barrage running a little bit short. Engineers pretty forward. X-Players, like I said, does not have too many tickets remaining. 45 versus 315. Pack 40 connects into S285. Let's rebuild out a Pack 40. Grenade there. Get hit down the Grens, force them back. Got to capture down south now. Airborne is currently neutral, despicably neutral. Pack 40 get decreed there by the Kusha Barrage. Jackson falls back, has taken a bit of beating there. Did take one heat round pen, and that does take out half its health. Sherman tanks push forward with high explosive rounds loading. And now it's taking time to destroy that Pack 40, very nice. Captain trying to decapture the VP. King Tiger says no. He has plenty of munitions, and may see double Sable take aim soon. Trimpink's coming for a flank. We do have a dropped bar there. Look out hitting the Grenadiers, captured by the Soviet players, followed by engineers. Good pen there onto the Brumbar. And got a recon overflight. Port half-track still alive, so should be shot down shortly. Scott has special too. I wonder if he threw a veteran crew into the back of it and left the Sherman tanks on the veteran. I think that's what happened. I think he swapped vehicle crews. Sherman tanks taking massive damage there. Heat rounds for kind of warfare. Super Barrage caps the ambulance. Captain needs to fall back. Lieutenant loses Takes a good hit there. Doubles this M1AT gun with Veterancy 3 on both of them. That's going to be hyper lethal. Another Sherman tank of the build cube. I think against the King Tiger, maybe good idea to go for another Jackson. This one's been constantly using heat rounds on it to it. And he has a bit more munitions to work with. 120mm mortar. Rolls a miss there. And now got a Jagdpanzer on the build queue. This game will continue. The Axis players have good control for two of the VPs. Good pen there on the drum bar. T485 rolls a bounce there. Guards firing away. And they do grace a bit of dirt. Raf going down to the guards and eats it pretty hard there.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
We do now have another recon pass. From the Major, I should say. I think that's actually been another one. From the Major. Bolts do fall back there. The 120mm mortar gets good hit there. Jackson hits the King Tiger. Handstruck hits the Jackson. Captain and Lieutenant engaging the Sherman Tiger. Hides the rounds there as well. The Sherman tank may go down to one Handstruck. It's a little bit close. Hits the Jackson. Did not retarget there. Got Panzer artillery there. And he may hit pretty hard. He may escape. Does escape out of there. This player has quite a bit of armor there. The Soviet player is getting quite battered and bruised. There's another T485 view hits the Grenadiers. Yeah, constantly loaded heat rounds. He Tiger 24 takes out the Scott. Scott does take out the put around there. S-35 connects on the Jagdpanzer. Excuse me, Jagdpanzer. It's the Opsas of Veterancy 5, can sprint and heal. He kind of suppresses the Obsassin. He gets a good hit there from the mortar. Lieutenant does take another hit there from the King Tiger. Obsassin does get hit there. Pack 40, one connects, one misses. Guards free forward, got a reconnaissance overflight and a recon pass. Both players have the same idea of trying to spot their opponents. We got the cluster munitions being casted right here. Right here. Trying to stop the armor. Will splash the Workman half-track a little bit there. Just causing a lot of issues there. Takes out the repair squad. Jackson gets a good tap there. Sherman tanks advancing with armor-piercing rounds loaded. Turn off prioritized fire. Needs to turn on prioritized fire. I see a nice, delicious Jagdpanzer there. Take 3 pens to take it out. Drum bar is quite wounded there as well. And now we got the guards capture the central VP and start counting the VPs in favor. Plus got this one as well. Triple capture could spell game over very quickly. Game over starts with the letter G. And ends with G. GG. Obsassin straight forward, Veterancy 5. It will sprint their way forward and rapidly decapture the sector. Lieutenant's trying to sprint forward as well, but he's severely wounded. Captain also can sprint. We got another Obsassin here, so the Captain won't last too long. Just trying to dodge on the points. Every little bit does matter. Bundle grenade there, force back the Captain. So the point will be neutralized. It'll be a double catch for the meantime. As well for Barrage gets a bit of those pack 40s.
We have lost a pack gun.
Axis player is still in a losing state.
The only one. The enemy is down to 25 points.
25 tickets. The Axis player still can stabilize. Going to Central VP now. Bundle grenade force back over rifleman squad. S-85 hits the wounded drum bar. Let's see is this barrage here. Conscripts could get on top of the point as well. King Tiger advancing. S-85 gets good there. I think that's a King Tiger pulling out the barrage onto it. And does come up with there. Voltron has went too far forward. That's a mistake. King Tiger taking massive hits there. One shot. One more pen, I should say. And gets abandoned and wiped out there. Hopes has to decruise the Zis gun. Conscripts should, if they remain on top of the point, I think they will win the game. Maybe sacks it. And trying to go some crushes there. Just hit the Bet 3 Pioneer or regular Pioneer. Conscripts do fall back last moment. 8 kind of tickets remaining. 845 does not just want to get on top of the point. And I think, yep, they will decapture. No. This point's also being decaptured by the Major. This may be neutralized, but soon to be captured in favor of the Allies. Guards need to get on top of the point. Cancel Warfare, or push the barrage right there. That forces them back, and that's going to be game. Good grenade there. Captain goes down, and the BPs strikes 0. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.